is that time, the surprise I've been holding all this time for the first half of 2025. In this video, we're heading to the Strasburg Railroad to document steam, electric on Amtrak, and maybe some diesel. I don't know what's really going to happen. We're going to find out together. We're going south with Evan and Luke Prescott. I have been teasing this for a long time. You might have seen it throughout the Train to Springs playlist that I put a little teaser at the end asking if you could crack the code. And if you were able to crack that code, you would be able to find all the Strasburg Railroad's road numbers in there. 90, 31, 475, etc. So, let's get down there. But first, we got a train coming right now. It's the 11R. And I hear he's got a mid-train DPU? Let's find out. Let's go. Gonna get me started. There goes 11R with the mid-train DP. Alright, on our way down to Strasburg, we made a little pit stop in Tamaqua on the Reading and Northern. I got some locomotives and a bay window caboose sitting down there with some coal hoppers. Some flats too.
Oh yeah, you're trying to find out what the track was here? Tamaqua. Ding, 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 ding. Well, does he have a horn? Probably.
SD40-2s are historic locomotives, just because of where they've served. The 3058, the lead SD40-2 on the train, traces its roots back to the Union Pacific as their 3426. The locomotive behind 3058 also traces its roots back to the Union Pacific and further. It started life as Missouri Pacific 3321, then became UP 4231, and now it's Reading and Northern 3053. And the SD40-2 hooked up to the bay window caboose, Reading and Northern 3050, also traces its roots back to the Union Pacific as Unit 3550.
Look at those guys working.
We're working on the trains.
You sound like Josh Block.
I'm an alcoholic.
I'm an alcoholic.
As we enter Strasburg, we are greeted with a line of cabooses and number 90 at the Strasburg Depot. Alrighty, we made it to Strasburg, and here comes our first train. Number 90's pulling out of the station here at the Red Caboose Motel.
Looks like you got something. I think a Deisel coming. I don't think he's gonna come over here though. What engine was that?
That was number 90. That's the decapod. Built in June 1924, 210 decapod number 90 was built for the Great Western Railway of Colorado, mainly hauling sugar beet trains. And it was the most powerful road locomotive on the Great Western. It primarily could haul 40 to 50 cars. In April of 1967, number 90 was sold to the Strasburg Railroad. Strasburg's new tourist trains were a big hit, and the trains were getting too long and too heavy for Strasburg number 1. So number 90 was brought in to handle the bigger trains. In 2025, number 90 celebrates its 101st birthday. And for being as old as she is, she shows no sign of aging, still getting the work done for the Strasburg Railroad.
the leader is Deisel. Oh yeah, they make the noises that go up too.
After Strasburg 90 passed us here at the Red Caboose Motel, we awaited its return journey west. But in the meantime, we checked out all the cars at the Red Caboose Motel. You can rent these cabooses, and you can live on them for a certain amount of time. It's just like a hotel, just on the rails. Personally, if I had to choose one caboose to stay in, I of course would go with the D&H one. But which one would you go with? Write your answers down in the comments below.
Oh my gosh, it's Conrail.
You can easily just get lost in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
We're back on.
Ultra prototypical Norfolk Southern.
All rails.
But this was a Penzi.
Yeah, it's got the portable window.
And I would not be surprised if that was
That's Penzi,
original
that's
New York Central right there, because that would fit description. Strasburg. Santa Fe, all the way. Apparently, we're not the only ones here to see Strasburg 90 pass by, as many families are also here to do the same thing. Yep.
Not my first time.
Yeah.
seemed louder this time.
Yeah.
It was a lot louder. Now I see what Joe's talking about.
There goes Strasburg 90 with the last excursion train for the day.
Oh God, I'm in the video.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, you want to get dinner like right now?
Yeah.
Yep, let's go get dinner.
I want to run paid forward.
The Red Caboose Motel is also home for the Casey Jones Restaurant, where it has great food, great souvenirs, and a model train running on the ceiling.
Well, he did have it memorized.
Also nice. Oh, when you helped me do that, I had to do it. I was so thirsty.
I know.
Get somebody awful videos and pictures.
It's so funny though.
We took a couple evening photos around the Strasburg Railroad station and some of the equipment across the street at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, including a bug car, an old switcher, and a GG1 Old Ribbits, the first ever GG1, and AEM7 915. When we wake up the following morning, we'll see electrics in action. Alrighty, good morning. It's June 7th, 2025, and we are on the Keystone corridor with Strasburg in the foreground, waiting on Amtrak Keystone Corridor Service Train 660. Are you ready?
You have time for a blooper?
I don't know.
Here we see an AEM7 coming down the Keystone Corridor.
Haven't got anything to say about this?
No.
I told you he was.
Oh, I didn't get a photo of it.
I didn't realize you were panning for it.
Amtrak's Keystone Corridor is a 349-mile line between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is one of two electrified lines. The main power on the Keystone Corridor is Amtrak City Sprinters created by Siemens and former Bud Metroliners, now cab cars. Amtrak train 611.
This is Amtrak train 16R on the D&H. Imagine we see an SD60 down here.
Oh my gosh, we can't escape those things.
Oh, dude, that wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, look, is that 6957 coming around the bend?
Oh,
Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is.
It's too fast.
I'm not even getting any video.
And as soon as I look at this, because I only got.
And there goes train 611. zoomed in photo of Luke's face.
No.
No, you're always
What train was that, Joe?
That is Amtrak train 662.
Yeah, and
Yay.
this guy always
Woohoo!
takes pictures of me.
It is June 7th,
I
8:58 a.m. Alrighty, we left Amtrak behind at Leamans Junction, and we're set up for Strasburg 90's first excursion for the day. So, today's Civil War Day, so I don't know if people will be shooting at each other or not. I don't know what's going to happen, but you can hear them coming in the background, so let's check them out.
Yeah, of course I have to see.
Alright, those guys are still shooting at each other down there. We moved down the Cherry Hill Road and Cherry Hill siding here. So, as soon as these guys are done shooting each other up, hopefully the train continues towards Leamans Junction. whistle. Ghost whistle.
What?
Ghost whistle.
What do you mean? Oh, up there?
Yeah.
That's where they always do it.
They'll probably say this is a good shot.
All right, Strasburg 90 ran around its train. Here he comes right back. So let's check it out.
Oh, I thought he went all the way down the street.
A good 5 hours has passed, and we await Strasburg 90's final run for the day, the 4 p.m. excursion. What did we do in those 5 hours? Well, you'll find out in an upcoming video. Once he's completed his initial terminal brake test to make sure the brakes are working, he'll depart with 3 blasts of the whistle, telling everyone that he's ready to move and that he's reversing out of the station. Yeah, Terry Cross is what I heard.
He's already It's an awesome horn.
While Strasburg may be known for its steam locomotives, diesels also reside on the roster. Number 8618 here was built for the New York Central in February of 1953 as number 9618 and would later be renumbered to 8618 by New York Central. In 1968, New York Central and the Pennsylvania Railroad would merge together to create Penn Central. NYC 8618 became Penn Central 8618, but only was Penn Central 8618 for 8 years, as in 1976, Penn Central filed for bankruptcy and the government took over all Northeast railroads with the formation of Conrail. With a new owner, 8618 became Conrail 8618. In the early 1990s, 8618 was sold off to Larry's Truck and Electric as their 8618. It would later go to the Lewisburg and Buffalo Creek Railroad, where it would be renumbered to LBCX 1500. In 2008, 1500 was sold to the Strasburg Railroad and renumbered back to 8618. And as of 2009, 8618 has become a permanent resident on the Strasburg Railroad, hauling Strasburg's freight trains, the occasional excursion, and on the railroad's day out with Thomas, it dresses up as Mavis from the Farquhar Quarry Company. Comes another Strasburg excursion train with the 8618 on the point. This is an ex-New York Central unit. Just shy of the crossing at Espenshade Road, number 90 came to a stop so the passengers can observe the battle in the field, recreating a Civil War battle, which we'll see in a future video. But once a ceasefire order was given to the troops, number 90 continued west for home. And this would be our last catch of the day.
The other way, it'll push it back again.
It's like pre-electronic bell.
Kind of. You mean pre-actual pneumatic bell.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Train crew over. That's it, you're going to take him home. Okay, we will take him home. Conductor to post brakeman, can you make sure both ends of your train is secure and everybody's on board? Owen, will you check in the photographer back there over? Hey, acknowledges, over. Must have acknowledges, stand by. Okay, if we're all good, 90, you're clear west. East brakeman to conductor, we're clear west.
This thing. Oh, wait, sorry, he's coming this way.
I'd like to thank you all for watching this first part of the Strasburg series. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next part. God bless. We'll see you around the bend.